What's going on, folks? This is Nicholas Moy, and in this video we are going to be talking about an update regarding Claude Mythos and everything that we've heard about this new, very intense cybersecurity model that they have been working on. There has been an official statement and update on Mythos and what we're now calling Project Glasswing. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we will dive into this. All right, so this was just released literally a couple of seconds ago, and I've been going over it, and wow, this is actually something I definitely think we need to be talking about a lot more, because what we've heard so far about Mythos, which was not even an intentional leak per se, wasn't something that I think was supposed to happen. Maybe it was, but as far as we know, it wasn't supposed to happen. There was a misconfiguration file, open leaked S3 bucket or within their content management system, their CMS, and all of a sudden the world found out about something called Mythos, which is supposed to be a very capable cybersecurity model that Anthropic has been working on in the backend. And what we have known so far from that update, this happened like 2 weeks ago, is that they were handing off this model to cybersecurity companies for research and development, and that they were going to let that thing happen before they release it out to the public, so that, you know, it's not just a capable model, an accessible model to the public like Sonnet or Haiku or, you know, Opus. It's not like one of those types of models. They wanted to be a lot more cautious about releasing this before going ahead and sending it out to the public. So that's what we know so far, right? Then we get this update a couple of minutes ago about Project Glasswing. And I've been reading through this. I had my Claude co-work also write up a good outline and summary to help me kind of call out all the main points here. But as I was going through this, I was like, you know what, this is really, really good stuff. I think we all need to be aware and learning about this. So let's read the headline. Today, we're announcing Project Glasswing and a new initiative that brings together Amazon Web Services, Anthropic, Apple, Broadcom, Cisco, blah, 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 all these different partners, big Fortune 500 companies, in an effort to secure the world's most critical software. This is important, okay? This is important. Mythos's capabilities would allow the everyday user to defend and offend or attack software. It was capable of finding the most critical vulnerabilities, the worst of the worst, hardest to find vulnerabilities that even your best cybersecurity experts were unable to identify because of the level of complexity involved to exploit that and identify it and therefore defend it. Because of its capability of how powerful Mythos is, Anthropic said, no. We're not going to just release this thing out into the wild. We're going to do something called Project Glasswing instead. And so this is the alternative. This is what is going to be sent out to the public, right? And really, this is kind of still going through testing. It's not like this is a model. We're not going to get access to a model called Glasswing. This is just a update on the Mythos capability and how they're going to be using Mythos capability with partners, right? And we're going to read into that more here in a second. But partners that are going to be allowed to use this for defensive purposes only. Okay, I digress. Let's continue digging into this. So we formed Glasswing because of the capabilities we observed in the new frontier model trained by Anthropic that we believe could reshape cybersecurity. Claude Mythos Preview is a general purpose, unreleased frontier model that reveals a stark fact. AI models have reached a level of coding capability where they can surpass all but the most skilled humans at finding and exploiting software vulnerabilities. So they are claiming that Claude Mythos' preview capability, Claude Mythos Preview, the capabilities of this model, are better at software development and application security than anything else. Better than Aardvark, better than the best humans, better than everybody. Okay? Mythos Preview has already found thousands of high severity vulnerabilities, including some in every major operating system and web browser. Given the rate of AI progress, It will not be long before such capabilities proliferate, potentially beyond actors who are committed to deploying them safely. The fallout for economies, public safety, and national security could be severe. Project Glasswing is an urgent attempt to put these capabilities to work for defensive purposes. This is confirmation right here. This is confirmation that Mythos was onto something really big. The capabilities of it are incredible. And they can't just put that power in the hands of people, which worries me because Anthropic has had 2 massive misconfigurations, 2 leaks in the past 30 days. And let's just hope that this doesn't get put in the wrong hands. Let's just say that. As part of Project Glasswing, the launch partners listed above will use Mythos Preview as part of their defensive security work. Anthropic will share what we learn so the whole industry can benefit. We have also extended access to a group of over 40 additional organizations that build or maintain critical software infrastructure so they can use the model to scan and secure both first-party and open-source systems. Anthropic is committing up to 100 million in usage credits for Mythos Preview across these efforts, as well as 4 million in direct donations to open source security organizations. Okay, so Anthropic is allowing certain select partners, i.e. these people up here, okay? These people are going to be allowed to trial Glasswing or Mythos Preview. That is what this whole Glasswing project is. It's just a transparent, hey, we're just gonna allow you guys to use it. Use it to secure your software, use it to secure your cloud, use it to secure your environment, okay? Your middleware environment. And as an effort, as a whole project, as a whole, that's what Glasswing is about. It's about transparency. It's about showcasing what this model was capable of doing, what was found, how these organizations were able to benefit, and then who knows, maybe a subsequent model or some type of service would be extended to other software companies that maybe want to use this. That's what I think, right? That's my suspicion. That's my prediction, is that something of this capability would be either embedded into, Claude, Opus's ability to write code, as we're using Claude code, right? Opus is as the engine, or maybe an additional, more elevated model, updated model, put that into Claude code, and now it's able to write super secure code because this Mythos model was tested on real live data sets, infrastructures, software environments at some of the biggest companies in the world, trained on this environment to identify and remediate vulnerabilities so that it can come back and write secure code for you. That is pretty smart if you think about it. Project Glasswing is a starting point. No one organization can solve cybersecurity problems alone. Frontier AI developers, other software companies, security researchers, open source maintainers, and governments across the world all have essential roles to play. The work in defending the world's cyber infrastructure might take years. Frontier AI capabilities are likely to advance substantially over the next few months. For cyber defenders to come out ahead, we need to act now. It's good stuff. And then here they talk about the cybersecurity age of AI, right? They share a little bit down here in the Cyber Gym how Mythos Preview responded in comparison to Opus 4.6. And if you're curious about Cyber Gym, I looked this up. That's what this is right here. Evaluating AI agents, real-world cybersecurity capabilities at scale. Okay, and they got a whole bunch of stuff here. I was looking to see if I knew any of those names. Anthropic agent. So we could see here that success rates, Opus 4.6 is one of the best. The Sage agent GPT-5 is up there. Kimi agent K25, 2.5. It's really low. Interesting. So really 4.6 really does stand the trials in comparison to all the other models. I mean, it's just really the best. You know, you hear influencers talking about this, right? And I've been diving around playing with all these different agents and not agents, LLMs, these models, right? I've been playing with these different models, and Opus is really good. I really like Opus. But it's good to see that, you know, when they run it against these benchmark tests, it really is outperforming everything, right? So that's great. And it writes good, you know, material, good copy, or writes good code. It's just a very smart model. Very, very good. Okay, so here we can see the differences in software engineering bench pro. All right, so we got agentic coding. There's Mythos Preview versus Opus. So Mythos is just dominating. I mean, like 25% increase in performance between Mythos and Opus. I mean, just back and forth. You can see, okay, so that's terminal bench, slaughtered it. Bench multimodal, internal implementation, killed it. Multilingual, killed it. Verified, did really well. How about reasoning? Mythos, okay, Opus stood up pretty well to Mythos, but Mythos still beat it. And Mythos is just dominating on every single front. So if Opus is already the best public model that we can leverage, Mythos is just killing it. Just doing amazing. Plans for Project Glasswing. Okay, so here we can see the long-term plan. Let's read this. Today's announcement is the beginning of a longer-term effort. To be successful, it will require broad involvement from across the technology industry and beyond. Project Glasswing's partners will receive access to Claude Mythos Preview to find and fix vulnerabilities or weaknesses in their foundational systems that represent a very large portion of the world's shared cyber attack surface. We anticipate this work will focus on tasks like local vulnerability detection, black box testing of binaries, securing endpoints, and penetration testing of systems. So this is both defensive and offensive, but offensive only on your own stuff. So for these partners, they're only able to do penetration testing on their own systems, their own applications. Okay. Anthropic's commitment to $100 million in model usage credits to Project Glasswing, and additional participants will cover substantial usage through this research preview. After Claude Mythos Preview will be available to participants at $25 to $125 per million input and output tokens. Okay, so this is interesting. Now, again, restricted to only participants, right? But there was some suspicion on how much it was going to cost per token in order to use Mythos. And here we've got a number now. Anywhere from 25 to 125 per million input output tokens, right? So it must be $25 in, $125 out. Participants can access the model on Claude API, Amazon Bedrock, Google Cloud's Vertex AI, and Microsoft Foundry. That's interesting. So, you know, this is really for enterprise. This isn't for just like your smaller person, you know, your hobbyist, your open claw enthusiast. This isn't for those types. These are for enterprise level clients that are looking for an AI model that can do AppSec, application security, right? Really, really interesting stuff. Okay. So in addition to their commitment for model usage credits, they've donated $2.5 million in Alpha and Omega and Open SSF. This is the software security forum through Linux Foundation, and $1.5 million to Apache Software Foundation. So really, they're just kind of donating money to open source research groups that are building out frameworks and recommendations and tools and even training around this type of stuff. So really, really good stuff here. Okay, so in addition, they say we intend for this work to grow in scope and continue for many months, and we will share as much as we can so that other organizations can apply the lessons to their own security. Partners will, to the extent they're able, share information and best practices with each other within 90 days. Anthropic will report publicly on what we've learned, as well as vulnerabilities fixed and improvements made that can be disclosed. Okay, so they're not going to share proprietary information and findings on vulnerabilities that are open within these partners, But for things that are, they can share, probably general classifications of vulnerabilities, success rates of remediation, findings, timings, mean time to recovery, whatever, like all those KPIs, those are the types of things that are going to be shared, more than likely. We will also collaborate with leading security organizations to produce a set of practical recommendations on how security practices should evolve in the AI era. This will potentially include vulnerability disclosure process, software update processes, open source and supply chain security, software development lifecycle and secure by design practices, standards for regulated industries, triage and scaling automation, and patching automation. This is really good. This is really good. I think we need this, especially in the age of AI. There's a lot of humans trying to keep up, but when we can throw an AI model that's trained to do this, I think this is going to be super beneficial. So this is really interesting stuff. In the age of AI, with all these different frameworks and tools and recommendations and AI profiles and all that stuff, I think this is really, really helpful that we're seeing this. Of course, Project Glasswing is just a start. Right now, in how fast Anthropic has been developing and what we're seeing, I think that we may end up getting some really valuable feedback and recommendations on how to move forward with AI and software developments for AI and infrastructure for it and everything, probably in a couple of months. And then we'll probably continue to hear further updates on this as this whole thing unfolds. So I'm very excited to see what's going forward. I want to hear your comments. Go ahead and drop them down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. And if you're hearing anything else, if you think that this is, going to be an opportunity for us in the future, or if this is only going to hamper us in the future, in regards to all things, both jobs, both in technology and AI innovation, let me know. Let me know what you think. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.